A cricket randomly hops between four leaves. On each turn, hopping to one of the other three leaves with equal probability. After four hops, what is the probability that the cricket has returned to the leaf where it started? So, in order to be on leaf 1 at the end, the cricket has to be on either leaf 2, 3, or 4 after 3 hops. We can find the probability of it being on leaf 2, 3, or 4. And so if the cricket is on leaf 2, 3, or 4, then it has a 1/3 probability of hopping to leaf 1. So we can generalize this situation as the probability and when I say leaf 1, leaf 2, whatever, I'm calling that being leaf 1. Let's call this leaf 2, 3, and 4. So the probability the cricket has returned to leaf 1 after 4 hops is equal to probability the cricket is on and then times the probability the cricket would end up back at leaf 1 from either leaf 2, 4, 3, or 4, which is a 1/3 probability. So if we can find that, we're good. So we can start by saying, first thing about the probability the cricket is on leaf 2 after 3 hops. Going through these scenarios, so it goes from leaf 1, let's say, we can name all these scenarios. So it goes from 1 to 3 to 4 to 2 is one scenario. There's 3 hops getting to 2. We go from 1 to 4 to 3 to 2. So there are 7 ways, and the total number of ways that a cricket could hop. So if we think about it, it just going from like 1 to X to Y to Z. There are 3 different leaves it could go. It could hop to there. 3 different leaves it could hop to there, and 3 different leaves it could hop to there. So the total possibilities for different leaves it could jump from is 3 to the third, which is 27. And so since we have 7 possibilities or ways in which the cricket ends up on leaf 2 after 3 hops, this probability is going to be 7 over the total number of ways in which a cricket can hop to different leaves, which is 27. And there's no difference for the probability for the same thing, but for being on leaf 3 after 3 hops. That's also 7 over 27. And same with being on leaf 4 after 3 hops. That's also 7 over 27. And so being on either leaf 1, 2, leaf 2, 3, or 4 after 3 hops, that probability is 21 over 27. And so so then to find this, since this probability is 21 over 27, then we can find the probability that the cricket is returned to leaf 1 after 4 hops is simply 21 over 27 times a third, which is 21 over 81, which if you simplify that, it comes out to 7 over 27. So the answer is choice E.